What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to the Pi mod suite, and today will be fun. We're gonna do a bunch of complex smelting. Good morning, Vix. How you doing? Good morning, Cam. Nice to see you here early in the morning. How's everybody doing? You're having a good day so far? I got up in the morning, had one productive meeting, then went for my run, chilled a little bit, and now it's Factorio time. More Minecraft? You're playing more Minecraft? What do you mean my version of Minecraft? Got you coffee. I got my 2 Red Bulls here, so I'm happy as well. You're now officially working from home, right, Vix? Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft. It's kinda like Minecraft, almost the same. But if you think about it, it's, yeah, totally the same thing. I just put different blocks on my 2D world, and then they start doing things, like your weird stairway. I still don't know how you did that stairway. Like, I think you used blocks that didn't exist when I played last time. Oh, you're gonna be hybrid? Isn't that too far to drive every day? Yeah, I wouldn't rush it either. I like my working from home. It's convenient to just get out of bed and be like, all right, I'm in the office. I gotta play with you? Fine. Once we're done with Devil May Cry, we play Minecraft. How about that? I mean, but also fortunately, it's kinda cool that you don't have to drive that far. You can be in the office. Can see some people and share all the drama with us in chat. Yay, Minecraft. Or are you gonna start playing Factorio? You people. Vixen, you can't say that aloud. Wow, Nightbot. Nightbot is very aggressive when you spam too many periods. It's so funny, like last time, I think it was Cam, he used like 4 dots instead of 3, and Nightbot was like, get out, stop spamming symbols. And Nightbot's so slow too. Wow, 10 minutes, calm down, Nightbot. How can I untime you out? Are you back again, or are you still timed out? I don't think you can untime out someone. I need to fix Nightbot. I don't think I can untime you out. Let me fix that from Nightbot. Chat moderation, excess caps disabled, excess symbols disabled. Get out of here. Yeah, I turned it off. It's so stupid. Like that excess periods is like, yeah, welcome back. I timed out for like 10 seconds to undo the 600 seconds. Like Nightbot wiped you for like 10 minutes. It was ruthless. Wait, didn't even tell you you were timed out? That's interesting. All right, welcome back. So I was saying you need to start playing Factorio. What was the message you were You talking to the void? No, I can see you. I can see your messages. Never? Wow, that's very rude of you. Why would you not play Factorio with me? All right, want to take a look at what we're going to work on today? Vixen Cam? Whoever else is lurking? It hurts your head. It's so simple. You just use an inserter and a belt and a machine, and boom, you're making fancy things. See? Well, look at how big our factory got already. Like, it's been 55 hours already. Holy crap. It flew by. I feel we just started this game, and look how much we already did. We're finally getting ready to build our first locomotive. We're just missing gearboxes, for which we need to slaughter fishies to get some fish oil out of them. Insert 7 periods. And then some duralumin, and then we have locomotives. Our first locomotive. I don't think we're going to use them right away because they're really expensive. But, you know, we're going to have them. We can put some rails down here and present our first locomotive as a sense of pride. All right. And then Hector right now is playing in the bathtub. I hear him in the background. He probably got like one of the springs and brought it up, and now he's chasing it in the bathtub. Now, the second thing, we just expanded our iron. But I think what we were going to do is go to the molten iron today. And we're going to build it, I think, under here. There's plenty of space. The oil sand isn't that important yet. And we have another patch here. And I'm sure we'll find some other oil sand if we really need to. I mean, we can squeeze by a little bit. But let's see how far out oil sand is. Yeah, oil sand processing is logistics science 3. And deep into that at that. So when we're in logistics science, or logistics science, the third science pack, once we're into logistics science, I hope we're on trains by that point, solidly established that, and then we can venture out further. Let's see, we have one oil sand down here, 54 million, which is easily reachable, some down here, and even some down here. So we can just go over this oil sand, no problem. Don't even worry about it. And then right next to it, we're gonna tap this aluminium because our original aluminium is kind of getting low. Like, we already are out of 3 of our miners, and the remaining patch is kind of tiny. So we might as well go big, go for the next aluminium patch that's over here, right next to the moly, and maybe put smelting right below it as well. And we're gonna go for smelting both of them with hot air and molten metal today. So that's gonna be fun. So let us take a look at YAFC, where we're gonna plan our molten aluminium is already planned. We looked at that I changed it to 8 per second. So we're gonna use 8 miners, and that's still not much. We might even be able to go to like 10 miners. Let's crank it up to 10 miners. That actually makes it the first 2 buildings even. And graphite, we need 7.5 coke per second. That's going to put a lot of strain on our coke supply, but we can get coke easily, or relatively easy, from the processing we do over here, which is the raw coal to coke and coke oven gas. And we need a bunch of coke oven gas anyway to use the hot air recipes. So right now this makes 30 coke oven gas per second, and the aluminum recipe uses 5, so that's not a big deal. We're overproducing. Oh no, actually that's hot air. Let's see. In order to make the warm stone brick, we need 13 per second. So that's about half of what we're producing right now. And then the next step is iron. That's really where we're going to go scaling up. So we want to do a full belt of iron, and we're going to do that with smelting hot air. The first thing we can do is Actually, how do we make this? Create a nested table. Actually, hot air should be the nested table. And then unpack the nested table. We put that into hot air. And for that, we need 26.7 coke oven gas already. So we need to expand already our coke oven gas exploitation. And if we look at the factory, this is already using a full belt. So we actually need to tap our coal mine a bit more. We have space to put another one right here. Like this. And I'm still using the normal miners because it's not a big deal to deal with the ash, right? We have ash separation here that takes care of everything. We burn the excess soot, which we aren't even there yet. But once well, we're burning some stuff already. But once this is full and keeps backing up, we reserved a bit for iron oxide because we forward that. We reserved a bit for coal dust because we just keep burning that here. So we don't have to deal with it. I don't think you can burn coal dust because it's a burnable fuel. So yeah, we just burn that here instead of the raw coal and live heavily ever after from that. Good. Now let's look back into what we need for molten iron in terms of iron. We need 10 processed iron per second. And then the 10 processed iron comes from 16.7 iron ore. So that's almost nothing. That is just 8 or 9 miners. So we can easily do that. And that's very efficient. We need a bunch of borax, but we just started making borax. So that is about 7 borax per second. If we look how much we make here, it's about, let's see, 2.6 borax. So we need to scale borax processing quite a bit, but it shouldn't be a big deal. The patch is big. We did that direct one here. This is actually a 1-to-1 ratio. So this produces 1.47 raw borax, and this can deal with 1.3 raw borax. So it's a little under, but pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio. And if we do this, 2.86, so we need to triple that, which that field easily can do. And then we have a ginormous second raw borax field as well. So let's do that. Scale borax to, let's see how much aluminium needs. Needs another 3. So we need 3 plus 10, so 13 borax per second. Let's do 15 per second for a round number, not per question mark. Find the letter. Very good. So that's something we can actually start with. So we have the borax. So how about we get started with that? We need a bunch of crystal mines. Crystal mines need what? Stone. We have stone. Yeah, let's make 5 crystal mines. Hopefully they don't take too long. And then we also need, let's say, 6 washers for this. For that, we need more iron. Where's my chest? My war chest of iron. Here. We're making 2 washers. We need, how many do we make? 5? So we need 5 washers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's slight overproduction and a slight imbalance in the amount of borax that's produced compared to what it's washed for. And we're going to separate the washing and the mining a bit. Then we should get a full belt of borax. We need borax already a bit for... I forgot what we're doing with the borax. What are we casting? Oh, we're casting down here the chromium, which we need a little bit of borax for, I think. Where are we using the borax, actually? It's going to the right. Oh, is it for aluminium already? Oh, we prepared for aluminium already, and we have the machines here, but That's actually a good idea. Let's pick up all these machines because we're going to use them for the iron smelting first. Is there a win to this game, or is it just build, build, build? Well, yeah, there's a win. In the base game, you win by building a rocket and getting off the planet. In Space Age, you then get off the planet and colonize, so to say, other planets, and you win by getting to the Shatter Planet, which is like a planet far away from your system that has like fancy new science, and you win by getting there. So there's a way to win. In Pyanodons, it's somewhere at the end of that entire tech tree. Bzzz, yeah, it's very long. Somewhere at the entire end of the tech tree, you can build something that wins the game. But it's gonna be a while. We're gonna be here for a while. Speaking of, can we make this yet? We need 4 latex slabs and we have more inventory space. How about we do that? Because that's very easy to do, and inventory space is, yeah, very much appreciated right now. We start having so many different metals in our inventory that we just need to keep for crafting, for handcrafting things. And we need more air core inductors while we're here. Where are they? Do not go that far. Where are my air core inductors? Because I just saw we're out of them. They're here. Did I make a chest for them? Yes, I made a chest for them. Let's take those 200. Oh no, Cameron! That sucks, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were already yapping about the day, and so what we're gonna do is take this iron patch, and I just looked into Yafk, and we're gonna do 15 per second, like a full belt of iron plate through molten iron, and it just costs us 16.7 iron ore, which is great. That's a huge efficiency bonus. It's almost 1-to-1. With hot air and sand castings, we even get a little bit of stone, so I don't think it's enough to make the sand castings from scratch. Let's not link. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, this is the wrong recipe. What we want is crushing stone. Actually, it is enough. We have overproduction of stone, which is great. So we can make the sand casting just by the processed iron ore. And then hot air. We just need a few stone bricks and 30 coke oven gas per second. And a bunch of borax. So what we're doing right now is scaling our borax to be able to cover all the needs of our borax. And then also the coke oven, the coke oven gas production here. We have a good buffer of 65,000, so we don't have to do it right away. But I already started planning a second mine for coal, and then we pretty much duplicate that here. We can just do this and plop these down, and that will give us enough coke oven gas to fuel our aluminium processing, which we're going to put over here on that new patch, or maybe like a little bit more central, like over here. And then iron's going to go down here. All right, but while we're at it, I'm going to grab a bit of latex slabs and make myself a new armor. I think I need 4 for that to work. Let's see. And yeah, we can make more armor, and we're out of titanium plate. Let's just restock this while we're here. Otherwise, we're gonna have one thing that needs like titanium, and we're like, all right, we're completely out of it again. And I have to come back here. Good. Okay, it's gonna be at the end of our crafting. So let's go over to the borax and scale that a little bit before we go to scaling Probably the coke oven gas is the easiest. It just needs 3 DDCs, which we can build as well. And once we're done with that, we're gonna start with the iron to get our 15 iron per second, so that belt is nice and full. And we're low on iron again. So yeah, we're going through that iron like there's no tomorrow. And then we're gonna do aluminium so we can get more duralumin, which is necessary for us to make our trains and our locomotives. So I am excited. I didn't know YouTube would auto pause when you tab out or something like that. That's interesting. What happens to what happened to Vix when I was streaming, like one of my first streams? I think Vix, you paused the video and you came back later and it continued the VOD because I have live replay on, and you were like, "Oh," talking to me in Discord. I'm like, "Oh, what do you do there?" And I'm like, "Wait, you still watching the stream?" Oh, don't hit that. Please repair. Thank you. And I think there was some landfill we had to put down under here. Doesn't sound like you? Maybe I'm misremembering then. Oh, we should have grabbed more inserters. And the other thing is we have medium electric poles, Cam. Like we finally got there. Oh, these are actually high pressure furnaces. Interesting. So, I mean, I guess we just start with the production right now. The only difference is we do these 3 and we cut it off, and we need another lane coming in here. So we just do that lane right away. What do you mean you have no idea what those are? Those are the second power poles. You got them recently, don't you remember? Like you just unlocked them too, the longer power poles. They're the same as in the base game. Don't you remember? Let's just do the coke right away while we're here. Oh, I can stop making the DDCs because those aren't DDCs. Yeah, my bad. And while we're waiting, sure, totally remember. Urea stuff. What else do we unlock? Fluidized bed reactor, bioreactor. Liquid manure, that's gonna be fun. We can look forward to that. Liquid manure and urea. That's gonna be a whole giant chain from our augs here. Our little, I don't even know what they are. They aren't cows because Matmos are cows, so I don't know what these are. We have horse-like creatures, we have cow-like creatures, and these look like, I don't know, like a stegosaurus or something that we brought back from the dead. You're not constantly overwhelmed? Oh, it comes with time. You just play a bit more, and then like in a couple hours, you're like, oh, that's easy. I do that autopilot now. So don't worry about it. All right, I need to craft a few miners as well, and we have enough belt, but that's a new for me. And we need what, 8 miners? 8 miners, and then we have that set up, and the coke oven gas is already solved. So while we wait and take a sip of my Red Bull, my pink gold, so to say, because this one is pink, I'm drinking the Juneberry one, and that keeps me awake. I already went for my run in the morning, and if I go on my runs in the morning, I can't run as far or as fast. Like, it's really a huge difference in the morning. I'm like always so tired, and I notice it when running. Like, I run slower and can't run as far when I run in the morning instead of in the afternoon. All right, nom nom. I put these down. And then we need to kickstart it with one of them. Give me some raw coal. And this one can, actually this one kickstarts it. And they should then give us another 15 per second. Hey, that's it's good achievement. I haven't eaten anything yet today. But you made coffee. I just took the Red Bull out of my fridge, so... Oh, that's the wrong belt. No, I'm so slow. I'm so slow on this ground. It's the wrong belt, not the Ash. Go away, Ash. We don't need you. What do you mean, boo? It's great. I love it. We need to do this. Now it works. And then, yeah, we just feed it in here. Hey, that's more than what I did. Vix, did you make your own coffee, or did you get it from like Starbucks or something, or Pete's Coffee or whatever they have in the mini sodas? All right, off to the borax and redo all of this here. We should have all the 6 washers, 5 crystal mines. In addition, sir. Yes, Vix. What do you have in the mini sodas? Apparently. So what are you trying to say is you made it yourself. Cam, what is that? Is that a fancy coffee maker? I have no idea about coffee makers. You have a Starbucks that is an hour away? It's a start. Oh, we have waste product. Hey, Rare. Good morning. Do you not go back to bed again? Brother, what? No, I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, Vix. Let's start with this one here. How's your day so far, Rare? We can go over here. Wait, don't I have more? Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody join. I already told Vixen that she needs to play. But she only wants to play Minecraft. So I'm like all by myself. Sugar coffee. Put sugar in your coffee. Actually, we go from the other side. Actually, the other side would have been better. Oh well. Rare, when are we playing Factorio? You gonna join this factory, the massive factory? I guess we put the pump here. There we go. Clean that up. Smallest violin? So rude, Vix. I'm so sad that you don't want to play Factorio with me. Breaks my heart. So I guess I play Minecraft with you. You gonna have your coffee at like 6 p.m? Or what? All right, do we also produce some garbage here? No. Oh, mining fluid might be low. We have to check. Oh, we still have syngas. I actually held out with drinking Red Bull for like... What time is it? 10:28? Almost 2 hours after I woke up. So I'm pretty happy with myself for that. I still was tired as hell like those 2 hours. So I don't know if that was the right decision. It was a decision. We need water and get muddy sludge. Characters in the way, and we do 1.42, so 2 inserters. Perfect. Yeah, let's go, Cam. That's awesome. 11 out of 12 is fucking amazing. Like, congrats, you did good work. Well, obviously, if all of them got approved. Oh, right, now we can use the fancy power poles. I'm so happy. And this one goes here. And how many do we need? I think we said 6. 2, 4, 6. Should have been 12. I mean, can't like make everyone happy. I think 11 out of 12, especially in the business you're in, I think is fucking amazing. Of what I've heard, I forgot what the channel is called, but they're like a VFX channel, and they made like a short about you know, what it is to like just quickly get it done. And they did like one in get done in like what you can do in 5 minutes, in 5 hours, in 5 days. It was really funny to see the difference. And then once you're done with 5 days, the joke was like, all right, thanks for doing your initial like proposal. Now can you do it like for real in 2 days? Yeah, that's awesome, Rare. Isn't it your first time outside of the US, too? Given Puerto Rico screwed you and it was actually inside the US? 1.42 as well. Yeah, I think that was the joke of the video. They're like, hey, can you just do like a makeover in like 2 days? And they're like, Jesus, that took me like a week. What do you mean? Like, do it again in 2 days? And now you need water. Got you. Here. And we drain it at the bottom. There we go. Are we good now? Oh, you're missing water because you're not connected. No problem. Yeah, one of my old friends went to Costa Rica as a veterinarian. She stayed there for a year. She really, really liked it. So I hope you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be amazing. We can put a splitter here right away. Wow. Like 200 shots 3 weeks beforehand. Well, you knew what you signed up for? That is nuts. That is crazy. All right, borax is done. And we can do a lane balancer while we're at it. Before we split it off. All the borax in my pockets. Oh my god, so much raw borax. Get out of here. And then this one, just fill up you all. So I don't have to manually distribute it on the belt. Yeah, I've heard that too, Rare. It's a great place to be. Alright, so why are you... Okay, you full, that's why. Alright, a scaled borax to probably ish around 15 per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that should do it. Good, now we can start looking into the iron. And we start by having 7 jaw crushers crush about 18 iron per second. So how about we hope we can craft all those jaw crushers? We cannot because we miss copper. Of course we do. Do we have electric mining drills? We have 3. No, don't put down the belts. So I think we're going to use these 2 lanes. Even though we don't need 2 lanes, we're going to get it from 2 lanes. This message was held for review, Rare. Wow, re-rendering too, that takes so much time. What a pain. There we go. Now mining drills. Why can you not put one there? Oh, I don't have mining drills, that's why. Yeah, it's fine, Cam. Yeah, YouTube's bad word filter is much too strict for Rare being here. I have to approve every fuck. You want to learn more about the game to play with me? Well, let's start by... I have to approve half your text messages, it's funny. How did that ore get here? I'm confused. Anyway, this one is almost empty, so we should move the dead ones over. Yeah, we just move it to the new one. Might as well do this, and we just start with these. I mean, this one's still 66,000, so that's quite a bit. Now, we start with these 2 lanes. And we need 7 jaw crushers for those. So let's plan. So if we have 2 lanes, we do like 3 and 4 and balance between them. So let's do a 2x2 lane balancer. Here. Yeah, speaking of learning things, there's an upgrade planner later down the road that we can drag over and automatically upgrades this to the next tier. So, for example, if I go a yellow belt and you have red belts, you can go over it and would automatically schedule it for upgrading to a higher tier. If you right click and drag over it, it actually downgrades it. So all my blueprints are in blue belt. All these like splitter and balancer blueprints are in blue belt. But if you right click with the upgrade planner, you can downgrade them to that. So if you ever use like a blueprint book like I have with like belt balancers or something like that, that's the way you can downgrade them. And look at that, heavy armor. And look at here, look at the inventory spots. Boom, 2 more lanes. Very nice. And then this light armor we can throw into the trash slot because we don't need it anymore. And we put that deconstruction planet all the way in the bottom. All right, so come in here, change this to go downwards as well. Come in here, put down these So now we have 2 lanes of 2 of them. So we do 4 on each side just to be safe. And you will be crushing processed or iron into processed iron and stone. And how much do you take? 2.5 per second. So that is like 4 of you. And we want the output is stone and processed iron. We get 2. Oh, we're already out of inserters. That's great, but we just planned it ahead of time here. So we want to do this. Let's add the belts before we do the copying. And if you press H, it mirrors the building. So if you have outputs that you want to switch around, especially fluid outputs, you can press H to mirror it. And if you like rotate it, but if you want to flip it instead of rotating it, like what I did here where I mirror it, you can also press H and it will mirror it. Good. Can we put that down? We can. And then we do, what, 4 on each side, we said? There we go. Can cut that out. This is a lot. Yeah, over time you would be like, oh yeah, no biggie. I understand that, no problem. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, child. All right, so these are the first crushers. So we get stone and processed iron out of this. Oh, we're out of belt 2. Of course, we have nothing left. So it's planning phase. So out of these, we get the processed iron, and with basic oxygen furnaces, we can make the processed iron and oxygen, which we need to add as well. Oh my god, if we look at YAF, just to make the oxygen, we need 124 megawatts. That is insane. 12 electrolyzers to make enough oxygen to feed the basic oxygen furnaces. 124 megawatts. That is ridiculous. And that is pretty much, yeah, that's a quarter of our power. And it's one full geothermal plant just for that. So it's pretty crazy. All right, anyway, let's take the stone out first. And how much do we get of these? We get 10 per second. So, 10 per second and 3 per second. So it fits on one belt. And then we do upper priority left, and we filter our stone out. Hey Shar, how you doing? Nah, I won't take your oxygen. It's all yours. I can produce my own from water. And then with this, with the stone, we crush it twice to get to sand. And then that is our sand castings. Actually, we can do it like this. Here we crush stone to gravel, and here we crush gravel to sand. You can take 4 per second. We don't need 4 per second, but let's just do 4 inserters anyway. And here's our sand. And with the sand, we can then make sand castings in the tar processing unit. So is this a tar processing unit? It is. the ginormous thing here, hulking thing. That will make us sand castings from the sand that we output here. We need to get creosote in, and we have creosote over here already. So we can get that finagled through here. Something like that. Oops, too far. There we go. Rare get cheeky. I wish I had Twitch emotes here, like, you have no idea. I miss them so much, but oh well. I have ultra wide and HDR. Can't have everything, I guess. Less said. Oh, so blueprints are pretty much you can. So Q is your best friend in the game. You can Q over everything, and it puts that in your cursor in your mouse hand. If you don't have it, you can press Shift and click it down, and it will put down a blueprint. And so you can plan ahead of time. Like you see, I don't have all the buildings and all the belts, but I can just plan ahead of time and say, okay, this is what I want to build. So I can plan without having the buildings or having to add and remove the buildings all the time if I don't know exactly where I want to have them. And that allows you later with robots, when you have robots, you can just tell the robots, hey, I want a building here, and the robots, the construction robots, will fly here and put it down for you. So yeah, like the blueprints are really nice. Yeah, and it lets the robots, you can tell the robots to do something for you. If I turn on survival, what kind of enemies will come to murder you? Anybody afraid of spiders? You should probably look away for a second. Where are the enemies? Gleba, pentapods, FFF. Let's just yeah, the enemies in this game. Let me show you this. If it captures the right browser window. 1 second, it doesn't capture this one. These are the enemies of Gleba, and they're very happy to see you. So if you don't like them, that comes for you in the Space Age DLC. Yeah, Cameron, there's actually a setting you can do how many legs the spider bots and the pentapods have. So you can make them two-legged so they don't look like spiders. I don't know code Lyoko. Is that anime? All right, with the remaining stone, how much more stone is that? The remaining stone we could either burn. Do we burn the remaining stone? Void stone, it's just one burner. Yeah. And then do we make ash as well? We need, where's the other? Oh, the ash is coming from molten iron. Okay. So we don't need to burn the ash. We just put them on the belt with the sorting already, I think. I mean, it's not a big deal to have 4 burners. French anime. Oh, cool. I've never watched French anime. I think we just burn the stone and the ash. It's the easiest thing to do. And let's go with that. So this is the excess stone. And we're gonna merge that with the ash. And we can have some burners here. 4. And yeah, merge that with the ash here. And then the output will be ash as well, and we can merge that into here with priority input from the ash as output. So we make sure we get rid of that first. Now we need to feed this one. Now we feed it from the other side because we have more inserter space. Make that a long-handed. We can just bring some of the raw coal that we have up there down here. Actually, that's coke. Let's just take the coke if we already have it here. There we go. A 2D 3D mixed media? Interesting. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. I've never heard of them, but that sounds really cool. Hey Matthias, I do not have enable all feature flags installed. I'm not playing with spoilage. Do you need it for anything else? Except for spoilage? Because yeah, I'm not playing with spoilage right now. Maybe with pi space exploration. Oh, interesting. Is that the Factorio stacking, or is it a separate stacking? Like the space age stacking, isn't that already in base 2.0? Because, you know, I don't really need stacking yet. I don't think we get to a point where we produce so much we need stacking. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have it installed. But for now, we don't really need it yet. I don't think we're going to produce that much stuff that we need stacking anytime soon. But yeah, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. All right, so now here we have the processed iron. And we need 8 basic oxygen furnaces to get that into molten iron. If I can find the buffs. They're right here. Got it. So 1 here. 1 here. And you make molten iron. Yeah, given by the input slots for oxygen, you can tell how hungry they will be. Doesn't really matter which way we put them. And they need, borax and this one. How much borax do we need and how much? We have 10 and 6, so that doesn't fit on one belt. Interesting. So we're gonna need another belt on the side just for the borax. And it needs 0.75, so that's good. And here we need 2 on each side. Let's put them all the way on the top to be consistent. So this is then borax, and we bring it in from this side, I think. And we put the underground pipes here. And here for the molten iron out. And we can connect the oxygen ones up here. And then the electrolyzers we just put to the side here. All right, do you produce ash too? No, you just produce pure molten iron. Very good. So we need 6 of you. I think 8 of you. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't elevated rails already work in Pi? Because in the research tree, elevated rails do exist, and I activated it as a mod in Factorio. So is that, do I still need it to have elevated rails work, even though it's enabled as a mod? I can show you, if I go out of here and I go to mods, I have elevated rails enabled. Do I still need enable all feature facts for that? Right, tasks, please hop to the side again. And we have this, good. This borax, we can cut that off. We can cut that off. Oh, and Cam, another benefit of this is like usually you have a range how far you can place stuff. With the blueprints, you can place it anywhere on the map. And that's especially useful when you have robots, right? Like you can just say, okay, I'm going to go over here to the other side of the map. And I'm going to say, okay, build 2 things here, 2 belts here. And the robots can take care of it. You don't have a limit on the length. Yeah. I have Undertale, like I own it, but I've never played Undertale myself. It's on my list of games to play at some point for sure. Yeah, exactly, Cam. You can plan like an entire thing or put down a blueprint, and the robots can build that for you while you're like on another planet even. So yeah, exactly. And let's get that borax through here. I haven't checked. I mean, I get to it when we get to elevator rails, but you know, it's good to know. I mean, I can install it just in case as well. There's no problem that. But I'll do it after the stream. But it's good to know. Thank you very much for telling me that. I know Spoilage needed it to have. Yeah, you gotta deal with the biters, Cam. This is Factorio. Gotta greet the natives. All right, so then I need a ton of electrolyzers, which I'm very unhappy about, but oh well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll install it then. Yeah, you see that up here, evolution 0.40%. So the biters will evolve via time, you destroying nests, and pollution. And the more they evolve, the bigger and tougher to kill they get. So there's a little bit of a clock on you. But don't worry, it'll be fine. So we need how many of these? We need 12. Oh, that's so many. What electrolysis? Bring in the water here. Another one here. Excuse me. Yeah, but sometimes, like if you say the nest is next to an oil field, it makes sense just to wipe that one out so you have your piece. The other thing is they will spread. So biters spread over time. They kind of like migrate, and when they go to another spot, they create a nest there. So after some time, you're just gonna have nests everywhere swarming you. So you have to take care of them at some point or another. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Gross. Such is the life of a Factorio player. All right, all the electrolyzers. We're gonna connect both of them on the back here. And then, actually we connect you in the front, might as well. We can actually go down here. And connect it from the bottom. It's easier to do. Oops. Almost. There we go. So that's oxygen connected. We still need to make all of that, and we're gonna feel the power drain, and we're gonna cry about it, but oh well. Be it. Does this reach? This does reach across both of them. Which is very nice. And then water needs to connect through all of them. Then we put the power poles out here to the side. And do the same on the other side. Heck, just playing with the railing. It's like, I'm gonna fight you. Resistance is futile. Ah, off by 1. No. All right. Good. So we have the molten iron. So the next step is to actually put it in one casting unit. They're so efficient. And cast it with the sand castings as well. So we need to get the sand castings out. I totally forgot about that. And then spaghetti them through here somehow. There we go. And then we can, actually we can make it a mixed belt right away. Yeah, that works. It would just use one of them. So we make you a mixed belt of sand casting and borax. How much borax do we have? We need in total 6.6 borax, so it fits on one side. So we have the sand castings here and the borax, we split it, and then one of these lanes continues to our casting machine, which you can actually put here. We need to connect the molten iron still from both sides. And then one casting machine. It's probably here, right? Yeah, one casting unit that goes here. How much is this producing? This is producing 15 per second, but it only unloads on one side of the belt, I think. So we need inserters to get the other half out. Pretty sure. Too fast. Hey, we need borax and sand casting. Will not fit. Oh, I see. The molten metal comes in here. The borax and sand casting goes here. And the hot air we still need to make, but we do that below here. So for the hot air, we need 3 heat exchangers and 1 heat exchanger for the hot air. I think it's this one. Yeah, so this is the hot air one. And we need 3 to heat up the bricks. And we make the coke oven gas coming from this side, from above. And this cold coke oven gas, we're just gonna void on this side. Because we can't reheat it yet, so we just throw it out. There we go. And I can just make this one and put it down. Might as well. Put it down. I just do it myself. That's fine. Right, and we need compressed air here. Pressurized air. Goes here, and then you need the stone bricks. How many can you use? How many do we need to use? 1.33 per second. So we want 2 of them. 2 inserters for that. I guess we can squeeze it in. We can squeeze it in the bottom. In the top, it's going to be tough. Yeah. I think we have to move the entire thing down a bit. Yeah, something like this. And that's another benefit of the blueprints. You can just easily move them. So these are output, and this is the inside offset. And then we just have input here. And then we can output on both sides of the belt here. We need to feed it with a few bricks to begin with, but we have like 600 with us. So not a big problem. And then here you also need to insert. Good. So that's hot air. We just need to supply the hot coke oven gas. And I have absolutely nothing on me. Coke oven gas comes from all the way up here. So we need to like pipe it back here, and then where that lane is come down. Or somewhere around here. What's here? Where the aromatics are, we can come down and then go over to the side. All right, is this everything? So no, you also... Who else is producing rocks? Or stone? Wasn't someone else producing stone? I guess not. So we're just burning... Oh, we were getting a lot of ash from somewhere. So the molten... Oh, they produce ash because... What do they need to be fueled by? Oh, they need to be fueled by... Interesting. So we might have to redesign this here and move this one over. Move this one over. So we can get coke in here. And this, I think, is the coke line, right? No, this is the coke line. Right, perfect. We need to finagle you through. And then we need even more inserters. So how much does each of these need? We have the basic oxygen furnaces, we need 8 per second, so 1 per second. So we need actually a fast inserter for that. Yeah, so we have to use yellow inserters for this here. So we are fast enough. And then we need these mirrored on the other side. Unless they barely don't cover. Alright, yellow inserters. If one here, one long-handed. And like this, okay. Now we need to get rid of ash as well. Which is another yellow inserter. Use filters only ash. That's a long-handed. And we do this, this. And this. If we can get all the way across here, we can. Perfect. All right. I didn't think of the ash. I was like, where else are we getting ash from? Well, now we know. It is from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we make those go up and loop around the bottom here and into the incinerator. Yeah, we can just make this splitter here. There we go. Okay, that should take care of the ash, the additional ash. And actually fueling these. Yeah, we're gonna strain our coal and our power quite a bit for this. But now it's time to go back and craft. We have a bunch of things to build. I didn't need the arc furnaces. Those are for aluminium then in the ball mills. And yeah, I wanted to put down a radar so I can actually see what's going on down here. There we go. Do we need these two here? No. But we're gonna put two here. There we go. All right, back to the car we go. This one we should fix. We should change this one to... Actually, where did this come from? Okay, yeah, we should move this to over here. Oh, we don't have belt. Well, we just steal this belt. There we go, and that goes up here anyway. Good. There we go, that should give us more throughput. Now we need to go craft. Where is my car at? Over there. Good. That's going to be a huge thing for us to get 15 iron per second. So it's not going to run full time in the beginning, or hopefully for a while, because we're not going to use 15 iron per second. So we're not going to have that power draw permanently, or that coke draw. Speaking of coke, yeah, we get another 6 per second from the coke oven gas, which is huge because we need that to fire the basic oxygen furnaces. How much do we actually need for the BOFs? 8 per second. So we can dedicate, we can pretty much dedicate this coke output completely to this coke output, plus some of this completely to the basic oxygen furnaces, because they're using the coke gas anyway. So yeah, we can turn this around and make it go this direction. But ideally, yeah, we do a priority splitter here, I think. Priority splitter here. I have to turn it, but otherwise it would block the thing, and then make it go to the basic oxygen furnaces first, and whatever is left over will go down here. All right, let's first get some belts, some iron, some everything. Let me do that real quick before I forget. Where are we getting the coke from right now? There's coke going up. Oh, from here. This is what's going down. But where are we getting the coke from here? Yeah, there's already a bunch of it being used, especially for making steel. But that should be a full belt, so what we should do is... Well, this gets actually merged afterwards, so this is perfect, because this will be 12 a second, and this one goes out down there first. So we can do... Actually, we can do input priority left here. No, let's keep it right, because we're venting the coke oven gas. And we should be able to... This one here should be able to provide enough of it. Right, anyway, enough of the yapping. Let's get to, where's copper? Copper, we need tons of small parts for crafting this. Still have air core inductors. Don't need this. Don't need the coke, the ash, the trees. All right, what we need tons of belts, tons of undergrounds, tons of inserters, tons of these, tons of these. So let's get all of this. Let's try to craft the remaining jaw crushers first. Okay, let's start from the top. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jaw crushers. We can make 4. We're missing steel. Yeah, we can take a bunch of steel as well here. We're gonna need it. Oh, I have a chest here. So 1 more jaw crusher, then we need 3 more burners. That is all my aluminium, probably. Then we need 12 electrolyzers and 8 basic oxygen furnaces. So where are the basic oxygen furnaces? They're here. We can make 3, and we need stone for another 5. Now we need simple circuit boards. Yuck. It's gonna be an expensive build. But it's gonna benefit us hugely in the long term. I think the resources we invest right now into building this are gonna be well worth it down the road, because we don't have to revisit iron for a long time then, hopefully. And fill this. Oh, I overshot the simple circuit boards again. How are you looking? We're full on formic acid. Yeah, we're not slaughtering many. How full are you? You're completely empty. Okay. So be it. Duralumin is looking very bad. That's why we need to make that. Basic oxygen furnaces. We have 6. We need 2 more. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the heat exchangers. We can make 1. We need more stone, of all things. And the remaining 3. Then we're out of iron. Yeah, we're short on iron right now. So it's high time that we improved our smelting of iron. Yeah, that's ash, sadly. Well, it's improving now after I upped the amount of ore that's going to the first smelting column. We have the basic oxygen furnaces. We need, I think, 12, right? 12 electrolyzers. They're going to be pricey. We can make 3, and then we're out of aluminium. Yeah, they're pricey. And we're out of iron again. What's new? Right, while we're waiting for these to craft, and I wait for more iron, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. Our crafting is looking good. How's our iron looking? Okay-ish. One more. Wow, they need so much iron. It's crazy. I think we're going to stand the belt here until we can make more. It's going to take a while. But once this is done crafting, we're just going to move over there and put down what we already have, because we need to come back for belts, I'm sure, again. Can make another one. And after the next one, we leave. There we go. Let's go. And then I think we can leave the... Can we leave this alone, or how much is this producing? 6 per second. That's not producing enough, so we have to take this from after here. Ideally from the same splitter. And we move this over. We do it this way. Because here we get temporarily 30 per second. Because the splitter can handle 2 full belts. And then we could priority to the right. Just so we make sure we get enough. And that should be enough. We maybe want to balance the belt here. That's another question. Yeah, we should have a 2x2 belt balancer if we can fit it in here. It's gonna be tight, but I think we can fit it in here. Like this. We have to make it work. We don't have to, we could do 1x1 balances as well. Oh, that works out. No, that's the original one. And then this one is output priority right. Perfect. So we're balancing both sides as well, because you see this side is primarily used. And so we're going to make sure that from both sides it's distributed equally. Good, that should get us where we want to be with the coke. So we don't need that splitter on top. Can remove that. Now we had another few belts, I think from the borax is the first one. I don't have, of course I have something to drive with. Let's start with this belt. Yeah, let's start with running into it. Very good. Very good driving, Monka steer. And we're already down here in the iron area. I was gonna put most of the belts down myself because it's I don't need the nanobots for that. And they're pretty expensive. I mean, they're not really expensive. They're expensive in the terms that I need to walk back to refill them. Which I'd rather not do right now because we just came back here. We have the first ones working, very good. And yeah, for this mess, I'm just gonna turn it on. They're working pretty fast now, which is nice. More machine components research. So machine components need brakes, gearboxes, and shafts, and then a bunch of other stuff, but also rubber. So we should do rubber next. We can make utility boxes. We can make electronics. We cannot make control panels yet because we need batteries, and it needs quartz ore. Yuck, we have to pipe it through the entire base. Or is there a quartz vein somewhere over here? I don't see any quartz here. There's quartz down here. But it looks like, yeah, that's another pipe through half the base to get quartz ore there. What a weird requirement. Yeah, there's nothing like convenient here, which is sad. I mean, we could tap like this one down here or this one down here and bring it in with our first train, but no, I think it's fine. Are we already out of inserters? No, we're not. Let's finish top to bottom. Oh, we're out of normal pipe because the buildings use normal pipe. So yeah, that's a thing. Put some belts down. That's the borax. Some basic oxygen furnaces. Oh, I need to make yellow inserters as well. It's nice how we stand on the belt as it gets built. We just get pushed forward. Very convenient. So let's see if this works. Oh, are these all inserting on the same side? Yeah, I want to do offset for these. And then do this one, this one. All right. You still need power. Got it. So you're working. I can give you bricks already. Oh, it's 200. That's a bit much. 25 is probably fine. I'm gonna do warm at the same time 5. Yeah, let's give you a bit more. Maybe like 40. Not what I wanted to do. But sure, have a bit stone under you and 40. It should be fine. We're out of nanobots already. All right, this should be, we need a pump. We can make another pump, but good to know. We need a lot of these undergrounds. We need a lot of inserters. But this is then ready to get started at least. We're missing iron for this. Honestly, if all what we're missing is iron, we just go up here and steal the iron right from the source, where it should be plentiful now. This is still not a full belt. We need electric mining drills, which needs iron. What a surprise. Oh, this is such a slow surface to walk on. But yeah, this is for coke oven gas, right? Yep, the iron price. Oh, that's for creosote. Yeah, it makes sense. Good, and the coke oven gas we haven't even routed down here yet. We should have enough. Let's grab a bunch of iron. So we need one of these to make it start. Give me that big batch. What else do we need? Electrolyzers, but they're not crucial. We need normal pipes. Let's make all of these. And we said we bring down the coke oven gas somewhere here next to you. All right. Let's do that. We might need a pump. Do we have a pump ready? And we can make one because we lack... Oh, we do have pumps. Okay, good. But we do be lacking iron again. Yep. Wait, instantly? That's weird that it's instantly giving us that. There we go, and then we send this one this way. I guess because it's one continuous line, it doesn't understand that it kind of pushes in two different directions. But it also could say, like, you know, the power of the pump isn't enough to actually push it in both of these directions. Now we go down here. Past the steel. We can go a bit further down. Oh, the coke oven gas comes in here. And creosote is missing like two straight pipe pieces. Okay, here we need a pump. My last pump. There we go. Creosote's a go. Now coke oven gas. Probably need another pump here. Pretty sure. Actually, let's go around the lead. Don't like us being in the lead field. Because if we want to expand lead, we're going to be in the way. And that's not worth it. Or rather, it's annoying, so I want to prevent that ahead of time. It would be cool if we could make it with without another pump. Did we make it? Yeah, you have coke oven gas. And we're heating up, we're making hot air. Perfect. These are making hydrogen, and our power consumption is going through the roof. Sadly. Are we venting hydrogen anywhere already? No, so we need to... Yeah, we need to do this here. More iron needed. Require more iron. Oh, and the pump we can't build either, right? Nope. But let's finish up as much as we can here. Oh, there's still some belt missing and inserters. We're out of inserters as well. Looks like, yeah. Actually, these are fueled now, but they miss oxygen. Do we not connect the oxygen? Do you connect the hydrogen? I'm an idiot. No, we connected the oxygen. Here we connected the hydrogen. There we go. Molten iron! And you're missing sand castings and hot air. Why are you missing hot air? Oh, okay. This needs to go here. Yes. So we're gonna get half hot air, and we're missing sand castings. Why is that? You have gravel, you have sand. You're missing creosote. Did we not connect this? Oh, we're missing like a straight pipe here. All right, sand castings. So we're gonna have the first actual iron that comes out here. So the question is, this only inserts it into one side of the belt. So this is 7.5. So we need inserters. I just want to see if it outputs it on both sides, because I think we need like inserters here to get the other set. But if this inserts out of here, then well, that's unfortunate how we placed it. Can we rotate it and make it more meaningful? We could make this work, I think. There we go. And then this one. Off by one. Actually, we probably can get out here. There we go, and then we can do this. Do you have hot air? No, because you need pressurized air still. But then we have sand castings. We're just missing this pump here. And then I want to see if it outputs it on both sides. If it does, that would be amazing. I have a feeling it won't. But if it does, that's great. If it's like, I mean, we might as well connect the iron up. While we're already walking up there. Let's stay close to the building and not waste this area here. Could put some other stuff in here, maybe better steel later. They're so loud, these. But yeah, the benefit is we also can shut these down now, which take also a ton of electricity. And we don't have an inserter or splitter, but we can get one by standing here, right? Yep. So what we're gonna do is input priority, actually, we want input priority right. We want the quote-unquote cheaper iron to be used first, and now we need a pump. You can say acknowledge that we've seen these. Batteries. Yeah, batteries, cyanic acid needs, and melamine needs aux. Lead antimony alloy is also new, I think. Oh, we can make different simple circuit board recipes if we use the different batteries. We get a bit more out of it. Okay. All right, where's the air pump? One of these is missing, and in general, just electrolyzers, but well, let's get this started. Because it's going to produce much more than what is produced up there. And I want to see if it outputs on both sides of the belt, because that would be huge. And here we need one of these. So this can continue working. Put it down. You need power. That's fine. Now we should be getting hot air. And we should get the first plates, and let's see if it outputs it on both sides. And the answer is no. As I figured. And it's also on the wrong side. I wonder if that works. Will you run away, Iron? Come here. So what were we low on? Molten iron. Because they're out of fuel. Let's hopefully get enough for another run. Do I have more fuel around? Yeah, I have coal. So now we should see if that works. With the splitter. That trick. We're so close. I mean, these are still working. They misprocessed iron. Okay, because splitter is missing. No, insert is missing. We need to build a ton of these inserters. 21. Oh, we're missing small parts. It's gonna take a while. I miss sand castings now. Do we really produce so little sand castings? Yep, that works. It takes a long time to output them, but yeah, this works. And look at all this iron. I don't know if it even can fill 15 a second. Because the casting machine can, but the output I don't think is fast enough because that's staggered. We might have to still help it with the output. Alright, maybe the other way was better too. The other way was better because we had then a full side left. We do this then. That insert's on the right side, I think. So once these are done, we're gonna prioritize getting these done. Yeah, sand castings we might have to kickstart a bit. Actually, no, is all the gravel is gone? Yeah, we used to have some stone. But we need to see, like, once this is gone, there's going to be some more stone that's getting there. It should be by far more stone, but because we wasted a lot of stone going to the burners because we weren't we were full on this because the sand castings weren't made. Let's add another inserter just in case. We don't even have the basic inserters anymore. There we go. And you're missing electricity. You're also missing the ash export. You're missing power. You don't have power, and you have power now. All right. And now these need power as well. Now we're looking closer to 15 a second. Very nice. Look at all this iron. And hopefully we get to make enough sand castings now. Let's grab all this iron first and foremost. Or it's gone. There you go. Now we need 2 more of these. And let's see, a bunch more electrolyzers, which I probably can't make now. I can make 1. I missed iron, small parts. Yeah, crafting small parts is going to take so long, so I'm just going to go back. If I have my car. I should put my car down here. It's easier to find. So molten iron casting is almost done, and don't do that. Are the miners set up already? No, we need more miners. Can I craft those? Yes, we need, let's say 10. Let's set up the miners. Need like a few of these as well, potentially. But now the stone is being crushed. We should have sand castings. Everything's going. This won't be running full time. It actually is used 80% of the time. These aren't running because they're missing oxygen completely. Yes, because we're off here. Just do this and go around the bottom. There we go. You're missing fuel because you don't have this one. So we're missing a few of these as well. Let's craft 3 more. But the others are all running. Very good. We should still be missing oxygen from time to time. But that's good. We're getting closer to a full belt. We're not there yet. Let's look at the end outcome. Can I make more electrolyzers? Probably not. Yeah, I said I didn't want to because I have to craft all the small parts, which takes too long. I mean, we're done with the build. We're need to get closer to 15 a second, because this should be 15 a second, right? Yeah, this should be 15 a second. So these are all working but one, and we're not that close to 15 a second. So we have to see. Well, the miners also need to be put down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need like 7-ish. Oh no, we're running out of power already. That is not good. And we haven't even put all electrolyzers down. No. That is rough. What needs so much power? It's mostly the electrolyzers, yeah. Wait, why did we lose 200 megawatts? Did all of these fill up with ash now again? Where are they? Here. Yeah, these are full of ash. These are full of ash. So that's where a lot of capacity went. So let's fix that. All right. That should give us enough. And now let's go to... Well, this was intended for ash. We already have ash on the belt now, so we don't need this anymore. Do we have one more electrolyzer to put down? Nope, those were all of them. All right, now, car. I don't have any fuel. Haha, funny. Give me some Coke. And back we go. How's the coal looking? Yeah, not that much is making it past here again, but first we need to get the ash out of here. And ideally find another power source, another geothermal one. Or can we make molten salt stuff already now? Look at that, it looks much better now. You start working again, you start working again. Oh my god, 44,000 ash on me. You know, I still have these warehouses, right? I think it's time now to put them to use. We're full again. There's so much ash in here. That was another 44,000. And we're full again. I mean, they did run for a long time, but it's crazy how much ash they produce. And yeah, we have no ash management with these. So we should probably replace them with proper setups. Like the ones we built down at the tin and stuff like that. How are these ones back here looking? Do you not have any coke? No, you do. You're all running. That's interesting. We're still dipping. We need like 290 megawatts. That's ridiculous. Oh, now only very, very slightly under. But what we really want is another geothermal. But we only have 2, so... Might want to go on another exploration drive. But we already uncovered quite a bit. Maybe to the top. Let's see if we find some geothermal. We're lucky that we found geothermal. And let's look at Molten salt, energy generation, molten salt, salt mines, saline water from salt, steam from electricity, and molten salt. And we have not researched any of these power plants. Okay, the high pressure steam turbine needs a lot of stuff that we don't have yet. I can't even research it yet. Oh, energy generation is first. Non-renewables, and then the question is coal power plant, oil power plant, or biomass power plant. What would we want to do? I think each of these can only take a certain... Let's say this one consumes kerosene. This one consumes any burnable fuel. Max consumption 10 megawatt. And this consumes any biomass. Biomass isn't much of a hassle. It's just pretty much chuck wood into a... Well, this one literally burns wood by itself, but maximum consumption is 3 megawatts, so it might produce less power. How much does it take to build it? We need mechanical parts for that. That's quite a bit away. What do you need? Also mechanical parts. Okay, mechanical parts is next for all of these power buildings. I think we start with biomass power. And we need non-renewables for that as well. We can do coal power. And then, what's with biomass power? Oh, biomass is renewable. Yeah, that would make sense. Let's queue up renewables and biomass. So it's gonna be a bit. Do you have a good setup already for them? No, I don't have a setup for any of this. It's like we literally figure it out together. I don't have anything really planned ahead or still really figured out from my last playthrough. So we'll figure it out together. That's how it goes. This goes in the trash. This goes into the real trash, out of my inventory, completely. Yeah, absolutely, Cam. And then I need you to put in the overtime to learn Factorio so you can help as soon as you're on the trains. All right, small parts, totally need those. We still have air core inductors. Those weren't that important. So we still need a bunch of electrolyzers, which we're missing stone for, no kidding. I hate how many buildings need stone. 2 more electrolyzers, now we need aluminium. Which we thankfully have, that's next up scaling. And we are missing 5. And we have 1 crafted, 1 in our inventory, so we need 3 more. Exactly how much we have iron for. But look at that, looking much nicer here. Yeah, the throughput is huge now of all that iron, look at that. I mean, this is still both of them together and the new one. So this should be a saturated belt, but we don't have a saturated belt yet, so... Still need to work it. I mean, this is getting close to saturated belt, but only in spurts, not all the time. Where was my iron war chest again? Oh, down here. All right, do I still have small parts? I do. All right, let's head over there and put the last ones down that kill my power even more. Yeah, we're still flipping in and out of outages. I think we need to figure this out before we build the aluminium, because it's going to take quite a bit of power as well. So I really have not anything to burn. There we go. Good old coal power car. How do I get out of here? It's so treacherous driving here. It's crazy. All right, back we go. Let's see how it's looking now. Yeah, it's still in pretty big, like just a bit here, then waiting, a bit here, then waiting. I hope it's just oxygen that's missing and not something else. All right, and our power gets absolutely decimated. Yep. Are they all now working? No, you're yellow because is your molten iron not connected? Why is molten? Oh my god, because it was moved over one by one. Okay, now we should be cooking. Let's see how we're looking now. There we go. Look at that. A full belt of iron. Yeah, we can't even get it out fast enough, or barely fast enough. Let's go. Look at that. Now we're producing the iron we wanted. The good thing is with this done, I can turn off both of these, which are how many megawatts? Only 44 for the 200 that we produce, but we also produce much more iron now, so we can kind of decommission all of this up here. But yeah, we can just leave it up. It should never run because this here should take priority because it should be a full 15 per second belt. You see that? Look at that. Oh, that perfectly filled belt. It feels great. Can't complain. Good. We have the other ones as emergency or whatever. It's still there. This should back up soon and alleviate our power issues as well. So I'd say we go on a little trip and try to find more geothermal power, because that would really help right now. So let's go on a little drive. Hopefully not through the deepest forest we can find, because I hate forests. They're such a pain. But I already explore pretty far out, so it'd be nice if there would be another geothermal somewhere here soon. If not, we work on mechanical parts. After the aluminium, we just have to stomach the power drain and have to work on potentially more coal power. And it shouldn't be running full time anyway. Like once it backs up, it should be better. I found a lot of uranium, which is like a super endgame resource, even uranium rocks. I mean, not super late game, but like very, very far away from us. And it starts in the spawning in the starting area. Right, the search for geothermal continues. I'm not going to go spend too much time on this, but I'll just poke around a bit. Maybe we get lucky like last time. You never know. But what do you know is that I find the next rock. So molten iron casting, done. Hell yeah. Copper. More uranium rock. silicon ore, copper rock. Oh, salt rock. Is that our first salt rock? I don't think it is. No, we found a bunch of them. But none of them are close. Like the closest one is all the way up here. But we need that for the reactors. Regolites. I really went into that rock instead of avoiding it. I'm really good at that. When I play shoot 'em ups, I'm really good at collecting all of them instead of avoiding all of them. I know that's not what I'm supposed to do, but it just happens. Don't at me. At least here are not a lot of trees, so I don't have to worry about running into stuff all the time. Nexalit, borax, sulfur patch. That's a rich area down here. Let's see. If we find anything so far, no. Oh my god, there's like so much stuff here. Like you see on the minimap, it's all overlapping. Any geothermal here? Nope. Alright, bitumen seep. I don't know when we get to oil, but it seems like it's still a bit away. Bitumen seeps were really interesting too compared to native oil in Factorio. You have to first bring drilling fluid, pump that drilling fluid into that hole, and until you so to say fill up the hole and get to or drill down to the actual deposit, and then it switches around and gives you oil or gas or something else. Which is kind of cool how they did that. All right, we had no luck. So be it. Ow. Our power be suffering. But getting to aluminium is more important. And we're gonna start that build then now. Oh no, not all the rocks. Get out of my way, please. Where's the bitumen seep? Can't even see it. Oh, here. There's one little thing, and you can put a natural gas derrick, a small oil derrick, or a tar extractor on it. Good. Here's the aluminium we're gonna work on. So we need to bring our drills over here. We can start cutting down these trees. Tar is pi. Base game is just the crude oil. I think we're going to build upwards. Like up here. Exactly where all the trees and the stones are. Great. I guess we go down. I changed my mind. All right. Back we go. Actually, do we want to plan? We can do planning now, I guess. We need 10 drills, I think. I need to remember what drilling fluid aluminium uses. So let's look at YAFC again. We're done with iron, thank God. That was a good build. It took us 2.5 hours. Wow, time flew by. I didn't think that was 2.5 hours. I was like, you know, we're an hour in or something. Nope, we're not. So we're gonna have 10 mining drills, have 2 ball mills to make it powdered aluminium and gravel, electric arc furnaces to make powdered aluminium with borax and graphite. So we need graphite as well into molten, and then molten gets cast again, and the rest is support, so to say. So make 1 gravel a second. Let's not void sand. So we need 0.33 gravel. Let's link it now. Why can we not link it? Oh, the sand needs to be unlinked. There we go. Is this exactly how much we need? No, we're gonna have sand extra, so we're gonna avoid the gravel. Actually unlink this and link the sand. So there we go. So we're gonna have 0.67 gravel that we're gonna burn. So we're gonna where's void gravel? So we have 0.67 that we burn in 1 burner. And we burn the ash as well. There we go. 1 burner can take care of that easily. We need 13 coke oven gas, and we need 0.067 of the regenerative heat exchangers that make the hot air. So, yep, it's not going to be many, and 2 of these ones. So this is a smaller build for sure. You can already see in the numbers. It's only 40% utilization on the casting unit. But we shouldn't need as much. But it still needs 7.5 coke per second, which I don't think we even have that much. So we might have to make more coke. But we will see. This also shouldn't run full tilt for a long time. But yeah, let's start with 10 mining drills. And put them down. Fluid mining drill 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all of our mining equipment. And what fluid do you need? You need coal gas. We have tons of coal gas that we don't make into syngas. We're just going to connect it here. And that's coal gas. Now, out of that, we need 2 ball mills, I think. 2 ball mills to make it into powdered aluminium and gravel. Let's go a bit further down. Powdered aluminium here. So how much do you take per second? You can take 5 per second. So we kind of need these ones with how much are they? 1.2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of them. Actually, this works. Yeah. And you output 1.5. So 2 of these. 3 of these will do. We bring it back together. And then we have gravel. We're gonna do all the processing to the right, or to the left here, because I don't want to get into the molybdenite field. So your goal was not to build on top of ore patches? Yeah. So I'm trying to leave the molybdenite one alone, and just build to the side. And the only one I kind of built over was the oil sand. I mean, these kind of oil sands and the copper, but they were part like under the belt, and we have so much oil sand. We have oil sand here. We have more oil sand to the side. So it's not a big deal. And yeah, scrolling out, it's with all the tags, it's hard to see what the hell is even going on. So we might not do that further and just rely on search, but it's still nice to know how large they are. But yeah, it's getting pretty cluttered. Not gonna lie. Good. We're gonna do gravel to the side, and that gets crushed immediately with the jaw crusher. Can I make one? Yeah, I can make one. Take a jaw crusher, make sand out of it, and that continues. Take 4 per second. How much do we actually need? That is the question. We need 0.3. So one of them is fine. 11 million of oil sand, yeah. But oil sand is so late in the game. Like, until we have oil sand use, I think it's gonna be another 100, 150 hours, I think. So I'm not really worried about it. And oil sand was never like that super important. It's like a okay, nice to have, but not like a super core resource. So I'm not worried about it. And congrats on moving a base to Rails. I'm still far away from that. We still need to have enough fish to start slaughtering them. I should put that back. I mean, we should expand this now, but it's pretty expensive to expand this. But yeah, we do have fish. We just need to start slaughtering them. And this is a long belt to have to wait to fill up. We could manually slaughter them just to get our first locomotive, but everything is here. Duralumin is still not here. Do we really have nothing in terms of duralumin, or did I not connect it properly? Where's duralumin? Why did I turn off the production icons? There we go. Oh yeah, cotton gut. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm still far away from that. I'm still deep into... I'm like somewhere in the middle of planning... In the middle of planning all the stuff I need for mechanical parts and then augs and everything. So we're quite a bit away. I guess duralumin never made it here. All right. Good, you crush into sand, then we need a tar processing unit to make sand castings. You make sand castings, you need creosote. So you can bring these down here together. And we're already out of normal pipes again. As usual. As you are. Can I craft more of these? We're out of simple circuit boards again. Damn. Almost 400 hours to get to first cotton gut? That's a lot, yeah. And then I think the only thing we burn is this here. So we need to bring fuel just for that, which is kind of annoying. Priority left. Yeah, we need to bring... no, we need to bring coke up here for the graphite anyway. Oops, other way around. So we can put graphite... yeah, let's just put it here. Alright, what do we need for the graphite? We need 5 high pressure furnaces to make graphite. You produce too much gasoline? That's a good issue to have. You can just void it if you don't need it. But yeah. So how do we do the high pressure furnaces? We just do them on the bottom here. I think that's fine. How many can we build? We can build all of them. Perfect. Five. There we go. And we make graphite. How much do you consume? 1.66. That's 3 of them. There we go. And then we get graphite out here. How much graphite is that? 7.5. So we want to distribute it on the sides. There we go. So this gives us graphite. And this gives us sand castings. And we need to power all of this. Hey, Lenore. Hi. Cat just went between my legs. It was like, what's going on? But... oh, you're playing Pi Hard. Can you not void stuff in Pi Hard? That's crazy. That's really difficult. And then this is our sand castings. So we're going to combine those two. Oh, manually. Okay, yeah. Oil burners. Oh, because it's a fuel. Yeah. I can see that. It's kind of like with fuel and burners can't void fuel, so to say, right? That would make sense. All right, so we have graphite, which is exactly 1 belt. Exactly half a belt, and sand castings next to each other. The next thing is making molten aluminum in 4 electric arc furnaces. Can we span all the way over here? Hopefully. There we go. So how big are the electric arc furnaces? Not that big, perfect. So we can put 1 on each side. You make molten aluminum. Probably on the outside. You have no side products, you need borax as well. Okay, so we need a belt on the outside anyway for borax. How much do you need? 0.75, 0.75, and 0.5. So these slow ones can do the job. There we go. 1 gigawatt biomass power plant. That's still a huge achievement to have that one. I haven't even researched biomass power plants yet. We're on our way to researching biomass power and coal power. But yeah, we need utility boxes for that, and for the biomass, I think I need mechanical parts. Yeah, mechanical parts is one of the next big pieces. What are mechanical parts even? Yeah, I need utility boxes anyway. So yeah. Yeah, I figured you meant ash. Yeah, wood and related fiber stuff. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense to have a biomass power plant then. And yeah, renewable with the trees is probably a pretty good idea to go. All right, and you need borax here. And you need borax here. And then we have... Come on. This here. This here. There we go. We don't need this. We don't need this. So borax is coming from here. Across, and the output is molten, so we don't have to deal with belts for that. I should name all of that. Let's see. Borax. And this is coke. Then the bottom one is creosote. And this is coal gas. There we go. Yeah, 4 geothermal power plants. I only found 2. I went on a little tour up here, but still no luck. F geo. Wait, I found more? No, occupied. Yeah, those are the only 2 that yeah, occupied. So those are the only 2 I found. And I probably have to do a little bit more of exploring, going around here and over here, maybe up here to find more geothermal. I think Simon Place yesterday said he has 9 geothermal power plants. So he must have either looked for a long time or got lucky with that. If we find one up here, that would be ideal because we already have infrastructure up here. But yeah, I'll probably do that off stream to do a bit of driving around and exploring. Do we have the last furnace? Electric arc furnace? No. Can I make one? No, because we're out of simple circuit boards. Yuck. And we need power here too. Oh, you got another one? Nice. That's cool. How far are we for the next power? Here's power. Yeah, not too bad. How's power looking, by the way? Oh yeah, now we're back to like 110 out of 400 because we're backing up with the iron, I think. Yeah, the electrolyzers were really like, they were pushing like 100 megawatts, and now we're back down to being more chill. And yeah, this is backing up, so that's why it is relaxing a lot more. Very good. Let's actually drag the power over right away. Oh my god. And we can drag the coke back over as well. Because coke should be pretty close as well. And yeah, the alien biomes one, it looks nice, but man, the walking speed on some of these is brutal. Actually, let's go above. Because the power is above. There we go. $80 to $100? Yeah, right now I'm at like $130. It says 404, but we struggled to hit the 404. I think we have like 250 to 300 max power that we can actually push out. So yeah, that's why bringing that new one online, all the electrolyzers really stressed out my grid, but now we have a full iron belt and we're happy, and these ones are no longer running. They only were like 40 megawatts anyway, compared to these like over 100 here. How much do they use altogether? 124, yeah. But it's also 15 per second instead of 6 per second. Oh, 400 megawatt, yeah. All right, we have creosote and coke somewhere down here, so let's bring those over as well. Yeah, I might just bring them back up above this again. Are we above this line? Kinda, yeah, let's bring it back up there. Well, we have energy generation 1. And yeah, I was saying mechanical parts. Is something we want to work on soon as well. Now, where is the creosote and where is the coke? Yeah, we can... Do we do half C's or do we do priority? I think we do priority. Actually, we should do half C's here with the splitter, which I can't build. Yikes. Let's drive back. And get some more simple circuit boards. So we can make splitters. Bring back the coal gas as well while we're at it. Like here, probably. Do I have a pump? No, but I can make a few. Very good. Is this lane free? Kinda. Just in the way. Something's in the way. That's not what I wanted. It's my bad. Remove it from the pipes, please. And put that pump down so we have some coal gas. Yeah, we're full. Tar also full, right? Yeah. Syngas also full. That's what I like to see. And we have actually enough iron. We have undergrounds. We need pipes and maybe like a few underground pipes. Kind of low on stone brick. While we're already here, let's load up on stone brick again. Yeah, I could have done that on the way back, but thought of it now. Let's see, let's get the 1000. Yeah, electric boilers are nice because they're convenient, but they're so expensive in terms of energy, it's crazy. Yeah, molten salt we can make now, and salt water, saline water from salt and water. Perfect. Now let's go to pick up more simple circuit boards. Would be nice to see that belt back up after some time. Oh, this is still highlighted. Poor duralumin. Went past it again. Yeah, it's still not backing up the simple circuit boards. Glad that I put a buffer chest there. I mean, we're getting there. There's a bunch of it already stored, so it's getting somewhere. You're out of fuel, huh? Because we don't have gasoline. Yeah. Stop that. All my nanobots are gone. We're making shafts. Right, fishes. Let's slaughter all of these. Put the rest in here. Can you make another one of these? Nope. What are we missing? Probably glass. Yep, glass. But we have glass down here. Yeah, you can fish a bunch, and in my initial pond there was like literally just enough fish to kickstart it. Yeah, there was like, I didn't find any more fish, so I just got in my first attempt, like my first time fishing, just enough. I got 15 and I think I needed 14. So I got just enough to kickstart the process. Otherwise I would have had to search on the map for more water, which would have sucked because I said to, yeah, you need an initial amount to kickstart the breeding process, and now I'm breeding them, yeah. Yeah, pyAlien life is really cool, like with all the animals and everything. I do like it quite a lot. Actually, now that I'm slaughtering all the fish, give me back these. There you go. Now you can slaughter again. And you need power because this one's missing. These should be connected, yeah. What is missing here? Oh, we're not voiding wastewater yet. No, we're not. We're out of... Yeah, that explains it. Just gonna void it manually. Nobody saw that. Because our voiding is all the way in the bottom here. Yeah. Should probably move it up here. Like here. Can I make another void? Yeah. So we're voiding it right away. There we go. Problem solved. You have all your modules and working. Yeah, you'll get fish soon. And we have fish oil. And we should get our first gearboxes. And should we ever get some duralumin? Oh, these need duralumin as well. So yeah, fixing aluminium will fix our duralumin problem. So what am I missing? Electronic arc furnace, I think. I need... What am I missing? Oh, I can see. I think, yeah, 1 electronic arc furnace, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's craft that. What are we missing for that? Stone. Stone's no problem. We have some steel, we're low on copper and iron. We haven't made a single one since I came here. We're low on copper plate. That is rough. Yeah, we need to scale copper next, but we don't have anything better. We just need to copy. Yeah, that's a really good issue to have too much duralumin. I'm still struggling on duralumin. Do I have small parts? I have no small parts. Give me those small parts. I have a little bit of air core inductors. I don't need many of those, I noticed. I always pack way too many. Don't need biomass. I don't need this. Don't need stone, ash. I don't know why I have lamps with me. But copper and iron. There's my copper box. My iron box back here. Alright, let's bring the coal gas back there. And the creosote, right, we said. Where's my car? Back here. Should get in the habit of just picking it up every time, especially with alien biomes being so slow. But Cam, I switched my audio to 48 kilohertz again, and the crackling hasn't come back so far, so that might have been the issue. Oh yeah, I can imagine, like 480? Yeah. That didn't work. I messed it up. And YouTube isn't complaining about it, so you guys can hear me and the game, so seems to be working. Like on your audio, or you mean on my stream? Can't repair that. Oh, we need a pump. Did it build pumps? But it just built like 3 pumps. Your mic when you stream? Are you using something like Ableton for your audio stuff? Or just OBS? What I did, I run OBS and Ableton in administrator mode on high or real time, and that gives it priority over everything else, and then that prevents other programs from getting priority over it, which could cause crackling. I already need another pump. But I still noticed that one of my filters would after some time start crackling. And I don't know how to fix that, yeah. We would start trying to start OBS with high priority. Why are there so many stones? What a pain. You're right, let's go under the molybdenum. What was I thinking? Bad me. Yeah, it sucks. Sorry to hear that. How did you fry a cable? That's my next question. Turn phantom power on and off. Yeah, that sounds like the mixer has an issue. You have an RE20, right, as a mic? Or what is your mic? Because that mic should have no problems ever. Or 320. Yeah, that mic should have no problems ever for what it is. So that hopefully is not what's crackling. Let's start with 3. We're out of aluminium. Ha! Funny! We're trying to fix that right here. Oh, use a cloud lifter? Interesting. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I've never used them. Yeah, let's do borax next. Could be the cloud lifter too, to be honest. I mean, preferably you just have a better amp that can support your mic, so you don't need a cloud lifter. But, you know, I know what you mean. Yeah, that sucks. Is it an analog mixer or a USB mixer? I've never really worked with mixers before. I just go into my amp and then into my audio interface, and all the mixing and stuff I do enable in USB mixer. Nice. Yeah, I mean, the only quote-unquote USB mixer I know is like a $2,500 battle mixer. So I'm like, I don't think that's something anybody should buy for streaming. A, it's huge as fuck. B, it's for music and DJing and not for that kind of stuff. Let me find real quick which one. Which one that was? Was it Allen and Heath? Products. Yeah, the Zone 96. So, I don't think any day you want to have like a DJ mixer for your XLR stuff. But you could do that. And it's not like it has it can mix your internal sound channels. That's one thing I'm kind of disappointed in my RME Fireface, that there's no external control unit that can change my audio, like channels in Fireface. Kind of like that. Nobody ever had that request, really? Nobody find that would be useful? The ums and ahs. I have an XLR mic mute button, if you want to look at that one. It's a foot pedal stomp box. And I'm pretty happy with that one. It's very useful. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, hardware compressor helps a lot. I have a mic amp and compressor in the same thing. And it wasn't too expensive either. I think it was like 800 bucks or something. Oh, we do this in one jump. Ah, I'm out of belt, really? All right, back we go. Get some more belt. Well, there was no way through. Sorry. And I need more focus. Yeah, that was VehicleSnap messing me up because it counter corrected again to stay in a nice angle. And yeah, is power low again? No. Oh, you're just full. That's why you're switching to yellow. Got it. You don't have glass. You don't have glass because why? Is glass going somewhere else? That's the issue. Yeah, if you go to sweetwater.com and look for Pro Channel 2, that's the one I have. As compressor and amp together. Cats are meowing even though it's not food time yet. What is this? Come here. Yeah, good kitty. Meow. Alright, we also need these. Yeah, let's take all 300, fine. Oh, she's lying down next to my shoes now, or my feet. Now she's starting to scratch me. Ah! What buildings are we missing? We have all buildings now, and in Yavk, we next need a casting unit and 3 regenerative heat exchangers. So let's see, can we make a casting unit? Yep. Regenerative heat exchangers, we can make 3. And a burner. Or I think we already have the burner. So that should be it. What are we out of now? Small parts. What else? How's our aluminium looking? 0. What else? Steel. Steel's still looking good. Duralumin is there. So my mic goes into the Pro Channel 2, which is purely analog, like XLR comes out. Then I have an RME Fireface UX2. Let me write that down. Fireface UCX2, that's my input, that's my audio interface for the mic to go into the PC. And in the PC with the Fireface, it goes into Ableton. And my Discord goes into Ableton as well to be compressed. Then from there with an ASIO channel, it goes into OBS. And why I got the Fireface is because it has a bunch of internal channels that I can use to loop back So I can go from my audio to Ableton to OBS then, instead of just having like one in, one out. So normally with OBS, like either you have the hardware thing, like the Go XLR that creates a new thing for you. I don't have an actual hardware stuff that does it. I do it in the software. So I can tell it, and that's, yeah, that routing software is fucking amazing. I can route any channel to any other channel. So I can show it to you at some point. But I think we have all the buildings. So let's go to... what do you mean with stereo only tracking on your mixer? That it mixes it together or something? Car. There we go. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's what I do in OBS. I do game capture myself. The downside is I have to change it in OBS myself. And I have a loop deck to switch scenes and stuff, but it's not... their software doesn't understand how to like change the volume of these channels because they're not like default audio channels. So yeah. Yeah, I could do that somewhat. I mean, I still can't do it with the mixer because Windows doesn't, like, most of my apps don't support like select audio output, and they don't select support ASIO. But you know, with professional audio equipment, you can just do ASIO. But what I do with OBS is you just capture each of the applications separately, and then I put that in my mix. So when I record, I have my default unprocessed through Ableton mic audio, my processed mic audio, and then the game audio all separate. And then in post-processing, I do some more, in DaVinci Resolve, I do some more post-processing of each of the ones themselves. I have the clean track to adjust the post-process track timing wise because it lags a bit behind, and Resolve doesn't auto compensate for that. So I need to nudge it till those two overlap. And then I have the game track that I, you know, can then mute, like lower in volume and fade when I mix and stuff like that. Oh, okay, Matthias, because you need so many of them. Is that what the problem is? We also use hot air, yes. Oh. All right, we have liquid sand casting we get from here. How many sand castings do we need? 0.25, fine. Oh yeah, I looked at plasmids and I was like, oh, not gonna touch that anytime soon. So yeah, it also needs just plain petri dishes, right? And it needs incubated and plain petri dishes, doesn't it? Like that whole chain to cDNA and plasmids and stuff like that. If I remember correctly. So you make hot air, you warm up the stone. And you need a pressure pump. Make pressurized air. There we go. And then you have the hot coke oven gas come in here. Yeah, we need coke oven gas too, routed here, and creosote. So where's the coke oven gas? How far did we get here? We got to here. We can't actually go all the way here. All right. And then hot air goes this way. And then you output your stones back this way. And you output your stones that way. And how many stones do we need? We need 0.67, so one inserter is plenty. Oh yeah, the 45 seconds decay for incubated. Yeah, I can see that. That's rough. Yeah, I'm not playing with decay right now. I think in space exploration I might consider it. Right, hot air, sand castings. Do you have any gravel on us by any chance? No, but that should come from processing these. We need a few more of these. Don't make this. There we go. Don't need that much. Graphite is here. Did we put the drills down? Yeah, we have the drills. So that should be able to start our mining operation. There we go. And on the other side, there we go. Cool. We got a few of them coming out. They're being crushed or ball milled. The gravel is brought here for making sand castings. Let's put another one down here, just in case when the first one misses. Yeah, we need a few more, and then sand, and then we need creosote. Creosote is connected, right? No. Oh, we haven't brought creosote in here yet. Molten aluminium at 60 hours. Yay. Where do we have creosote? Do we bring it down here? Here's creosote. So I think we routed up here. And arrive Here. Okay, it's the creosote. And get this all started. Oh, it is. There we go. Now go all the way back. Hopefully we don't run into something. Yeah, we need pumps, I know. Oh, creosote is even further back, I think. Non-renewables. Okay, where was creosote? Here. Okay, close. Get out of the car. Okay, I guess we need a pump here. So we need a pump up here. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I know that's overextended. As long as it's not overextended like right there, and I'm like, I do not understand. We need to craft more pumps. Let's hop back in the car, and hopefully we don't run over everything. Should tell us exactly where we need to put the pump down. There we go. See if it's still overextended after this one. Wow, I'm out of the small power poles. What do you mean here you're overextended? What? Okay, so over here. Got it. It should be over there. Oh, there was a power pole, one of those that I just said I'm not gonna craft anymore. Oh well. Quickly now. Yeah, we can put this down. What is that, by the way? Oh, coke oven gas. We're out. God damn it. So I guess we finished the creosote pump location next, and then we go back and try to get the coke oven gas. There we go, that should fix it. Alright, do we have creosote? We have creosote. And we have sand castings. Very nice. For hot air, we need to... With my brick. Let's put some, I don't know, 60 in here. There we go. Shouldn't be too many as well. That should be fine. Because you're full, you're full. Yeah, that should be good. We just need hot air, which we get by having more underground belts, underground pipes. Oh, they inserted on the inside, got it. We haven't even gone all the way back there. Hector's such a doofus. He's lying on top of my audio gear and he's like, there's not enough space. And I'm like, just get off then. Like, what do you not understand? Prefer if you wouldn't lie on top of that stuff anyway. Wow, we have one straight pipe we can make. And I'm out of Red Bull, no. What will I do? Charge my iPad real quick. While we wait for the craft. No more rings for me, no. Hello, Miss MC. How you doing? Glad you found the time to come in and lurk and say hi. How's your day been? All right, coke oven gas. Oh, we haven't put anything there yet. Yay, SQL. I hope it's not too annoying to optimize whatever people are writing. Or what you have to write. Alright, we need a pump as well. Literally right at the end. Wow. Hector, just get off then. Let's just put it here. All right, now we still need to connect it to where actually coke oven gas is coming out of. But I think we have the remainder of the ingredients done, which is awesome. Where's my car? Up here. Good. Alright, had to move Hector off my audio equipment because he's like half falling off and then he's like putting his legs all the way over it and then he's not happy and he's like hitting it and I'm like... Oh yeah, good times to update other people's code. I hope it's a successful day, however, for you. And you get all the refactoring done easily. Yeah, we do the pump stuff later. Whatever, I don't even care about that one underground thing. No, don't get stuck. Oh god, let's get out of here. Oh, and we only have ghosts left. Well, never mind. Let's hop back in here. You want to build yourself a generic fuel train? And Spot at factory gathers all the excess burnable liquid and provides it to a specific fuel station. Yeah, I did that, something similar in my previous base. I had like one train network that was just picking up all the garbage, so to say. Let's say stone and excess meat and guts and stuff like that. And then I would bring it to either central stone processing unit or a central food processing unit that would make bioscaffold out of it. And if that was full, make biomass out of it. And then redistribute the biomass or the stone again. So yeah, that makes sense. And Hector's back on top of the audio stuff. He doesn't learn. I guess it's warm, but I'm like, I don't want you to heat it up even more, you know? It's warm for a reason. It like needs to get rid of the hot air. Not for you to sit on top of it. Mister. But oh well, he doesn't listen. He's like, it's my spot. Yep. He is gonna sit where he wants to sit. I just took him off and put him to the side, and he has like a super nice blanket there. And he's like, no, I want to go back there. I'm like, oh, whatever. So let's walk back. Where is the coke oven gas? Here. So over there it starts. Pumps. Do we have pumps? We have 2 pumps pre-crafted. Let's craft another one so we don't have to wait for any. All right. Now we're hopefully getting that completed. We just need to put a few pumps down. There we go. So over here, it's already extended. So let's put a pump there. Get some power to it. I don't think this one is the real one. Over here, that one is the real one, I think. It's always difficult when it's non-directional, so to say, because I think this is from the other side. And then this one is from our side where we're pumping. It would be nice if we would understand what the pumping direction is. But I guess, you know, there are two directions where it's over, where it's too long, not just one, so it makes sense. There we go. Right, do we have coke oven gas? We do, I think. Yeah, we have hot stones. Now we need to get rid of the old coke oven gas, the cold one. And we just do that with a vent, which we can make, thankfully. Nice. An exhaust pipe, sorry. Good. And you're full with aluminium. I love to see it. Which direction? I think it's this way. No, it's the other way. I mean, we're never gonna have that much output anyway, but should we scale it? But we have aluminium in much higher quantities. Hell yeah. Now we just need to bring it back. Look at that coming out. Beautiful. There we go. Hector doesn't learn. He's uncomfortable up there, but he's not gonna leave. That cat. Alright, that's toit spots. All dodging all these power poles. Nope, get me off of here. No, Hector. God damn it. This car is so hard to drive with VehicleSnap on. Like, fine adjustments and VehicleSnap is like, nope, snap back to a coordinate direction, please, thank you. And we're out of belt. But we're so close. We're very close to getting the aluminium onto the main bus. It's gonna be great. How much is that? We're gonna have now 6.3 aluminium per second. Very good. That should fix our duralumin issue, hopefully. And then get the duralumin to the next spot. To the locomotives and the gearboxes, so we may get a locomotive sometime soon. Would be nice. What else was I looking at? I forgot. I get blasted with text messages like, register for this, like, do this appointment. I'm like, I forgot what I was thinking. Belts. Fill up the underground, and let's go back. Wait, oh, that's ceramic. I was like, our aluminium is full? There's no way. It wasn't. Is this aluminium completely out now? No. Here it is. And we can just dismantle this completely. All right, smelt the last ones you have. If you can. You probably can't smelt that last one. All right, now remove this. We're just gonna go through here, I think. These are just remnants of an old civilization now. That spans. And there we go, reconnected. I just need to get to here. Is this actually everywhere, everything now? Yeah, aluminium is coming. It's coming in great swaths. Like, look at that. That's so beautiful to see how much is coming out of there. All right, can we make a radar? Let's make a radar and put a radar out there so we see what's going on. So we can look at it from afar and be in awe of how much aluminium we're getting here. And it working beautifully. All right, I'd say move aluminium and casting processing is done. That took us only an hour and 10 minutes this time. Camber getting better. Let's check if everything is working as intended. Yeah, we're missing a bunch of drills, which I'm bringing now. We're only missing one. Can we make one? We can make one. Perfect. That hopefully saturates then the entire process here. We can check again if we need all of these. I want 10 per second. I get that by mining with 10 red drills, yeah. So that should get us the desired output. And these should be able to handle the incoming throughput. Looks like they're keeping up, more or less. Oh, we need more. We do one here, and then you get one here, and you get another one here. Craft that one real quick, please. Now we should be always have enough. Be having enough. This makes the sand castings, which we have plenty of. Graphite looks good. And here we be casting. Yeah, it's about 40% of the time this is active. That looks about right. Very nice. Huge improvement. Huge improvement. Now I have all the raw coal in my inventory. Stone. Moss. Yeah, full of garbage. Need to get rid of that garbage. Did we just put a garbage dump here? Let's do that. Nobody's gonna look here. And we're not gonna find anything out here either, but... Let's put the radar in here. It fits nicely here. And there we go. This is done. Our iron is going perfectly smooth. Now, next problem, copper. And the only thing we can do is literally copy what we have here and burn the stone instead. Maybe. Yeah, we can just add a burn at the end for anything that's overflowing. Let's do double copper because we need to. Because that is running out. And let's drive back to the base. And we can remove the aluminium marker. Where's the car? I always ran into the car before I saw it. All right, much accomplished. Stretch, and of course I run into a rock while I stretch. So yeah, I didn't plan on having to scale copper, but I think it looks like we have to do that. Maybe even triple it, ideally, just to be on the safe side. And then burn all the excess, burn all the excess stone now that we have a burner. We're still gonna route it over there, but behind the conversion to saline water, we're just gonna make it be burned if we have any past that. All right, it's good to be back home after our long excursion. We have too much copper. Let's drop a bit. Because our base needs it. There were times when this was backed up, but you know, these times are over. All right, let's check what we need. We have a few small parts still. I'm gonna grab all of them because we may be crafting quite a bit now. Belts, we're looking good. Inserters, we're looking okay. We need electric poles. Or maybe even the small ones, but we can replace them with large ones when we copy it over. How are we looking on simple circuit boards? Not so great. And we're not making as many as I would like to. We're short on treated wood? No. I hope you're going full speed now. Wait, we have Formica. What we're out of? Copper. Yeah. Why is there a piece of ash here? Is copper zinc batteries not properly set up to filter out ash? That would be annoying. Where are they? Here they are. No, they are. I guess in the beginning I oversaw that. It's plastic. Interesting. These are going fine. You are out of copper. Yeah, we're really short on copper. So let's fix that. Where's copper? Further back. around here. Alright, this is our next project, but before I continue, I'm going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere, be right back. And we are back. Make sure the audio is fine and not crackling. Good. We're gonna copy this over into that one fancy gas furnace. Are you actually... It's also because you're not mining enough anymore. Yeah, so we need to... Shouldn't have these on. You know, what we can do is... Oops, one too early. Is do this. One, two. Why you... Oh, we're low power again? Yeah. Why are you dropping so low? Are these getting not enough coke? Yeah, there's no coke here. What happened to all of our coke? Oh, it's just a trickle because we took so much away from here, I assume. No. I'm gonna have some snacks afterwards. After stream. It's only 2 p.m. And usually I just get a snack for lunch anyway. What's up with Coke? Yeah, a lot of Coke is going down there. So we might want to make more Coke. Why are you not working? Oh my god, because of this. Yeah, I need to fix that real quick. Fine. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna take a break for lunch and chill a bit. And then I may be back later today. I'm not quite sure yet. If I'm not streaming, I'm gonna play a bit and explore the world to find us hopefully another geothermal plant. To solve our power issues. Sorry, Vix. We can play tomorrow, you know. We can play Factorio. Let me fix this real quick. Double boo. There we go. Now these should be working. Hey, Cam, shush. No booing me. That's rude. But yeah, our power is on the struggle bus. I'm happy that we have geothermal and it's stable. Otherwise, that would be looking much worse. And what just kicked... Oh, the electric arc furnaces also need a ton of power. But it will stabilize once the aluminium is better, but we really ought to find a geothermal, another geothermal vent. Maybe I'll try down here a bit more, or maybe just drive around and see what's going on, because we need power. There's also more raw coal somewhere here. There's raw coal here that we could just make a power plant out of, which wouldn't be an issue. I just have to copy that over. But that is like basically what we're doing here. We copy that over with the sorting and that, or we just burn the ash at this point. That would be fine too. But this should produce decent output. How much is that? This is 22 megawatts, so this is 20, 40, 60, 80. That's 100 constant power. But look how much infrastructure it is for just 100. That's a lot of investment. But if we use electric mining drillers, we can compact this a bit. We don't have ash. Not that this amount of ash is really an issue to begin with. Like one sorting plant and then just burn the output, which can take care of all of this. But yeah, we will see. I'm trying to find another geothermal plant. If we can't do it, it might be power plant time. Power plant times 2. Speaking of coal power, We need mechanical parts to get this going and molten salt. Molten salt, I think we can deal with. Coal power plant, mechanical parts. Mechanical parts is brakes. Control panel needs batteries. So yeah, we can't even dream about that yet. So we might have to do another traditional power plant like this one. And go from there, just to get our power needs fulfilled. All right, I'll take a break, blame Cameron, and maybe I'll stream later today. If not, I'll be exploring and trying to figure out if we cannot find another geothermal crack somewhere. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you maybe later today or tomorrow. Bye-bye.